Hello guys, welcome back to my Huevember art challenge. As always, we're going to start off with that photosensitivity warning. This is a speed draw, so there's going to be a lot of flashing lights and moving images. If you are sensitive to that, go ahead and focus on the canvas to the right-hand side of the screen. That one is going to be stationary, whereas the one to the left is going to be moving and flipping around a lot. So, for this character, I don't know if you saw there at the very beginning, but I actually already had a different sketch planned out. But this character doesn't have the most exciting design. He's very neutral, very plain. His name is Theo. He is a vampire in the Monster Kid universe. He is Michael's younger brother, and his whole vibe is just kind of like angsty teen. I did give him, as you can see, that emo haircut. He's gonna have the layered big shirt over the striped hoodie and just very basic angsty kid design. Not too much going on there. So when I started the first drawing, the one you kind of saw a flash of at the very beginning there, it was just kind of him posing against a wall. Wasn't too thrilled with it. Saved that sketch because I did like the initial sketch and I wanted to see if I could go back to it later. But for Huevember, I wanted to play with some lights again. So I decided to draw him going to like a night class because he is a vampire. He is going to be going to school at night to avoid the sun. And I wanted to do like how the lighting would be in that kind of a classroom. And can we just take a moment while I'm going over the line art here to really appreciate this sketch? This is one of the more detailed sketches that I've done for Huevember, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I don't know what I did. It's something in the details and the clothing folds that I am just really, really happy with. I was really excited about this sketch. So, this character, Theo, as I said earlier, is Michael's younger brother. Michael is the vampire that I did earlier this month with the neon green lighting. And Michael is definitely one of the more main characters of the story that I have in my head. He's got his own sort of character arc and storyline, but I did want to include Theo as sort of like a subplot to the main storyline. I'm not too sure how much they will be interacting with each other. The characters will be interacting, but I don't know how much the storylines will be intertwining. I do have some thoughts to kind of merge them together every now and then, but for the most part, I want to split this story into kind of two groups. There's the older group and the younger group. The older group, of course, being Michael, Lincoln, Maggie, and Adam, and Jade, who you will see later. And the younger group will have Theo and Mel, along with a couple other younger characters who I will be introducing later. So for this piece, I did really want to do the pretty dramatic lighting coming from within the classroom, and then a little bit of lighting coming from the window that he's looking out to his left. So what I decided to do in order to get that nice blue hue is I blocked in all the colors as they would be in normal daylight. So the desk is a nice bright color, his skin and eyes are the color that they would be under normal lighting. And then right there, as always, I'm doing that multiply layer, but this time instead of doing like a gray-blue multiply layer, I did end up changing it to a pretty intense blue, at least intense in comparison to what I normally do. Generally, I have it on pretty gray so that the blue doesn't screw up the tone of the piece too much. But for this one, I really wanted that nighttime blue light, so that's what I did. And then for the light coming through the window, I wanted it to seem like maybe there was some street lights or torch lights out there. This is a spooky school. I'm debating whether or not I want the school to have like firelight. So what I did is instead of the nice cool blue tones that the rest of the room has, I did some warm yellow tones for any time the light was coming from the outside window. I did tone it down a little bit there, but it is still relatively warm compared to the blue shadowing on the rest of the piece, which I think turned out really nice. And then going in and adding that deeper level of shadow, just anywhere I think it needs a little bit more dimension. And those lovely hair highlights, can't forget those. And then the last step is just going to be to do that final glitter layer on the eyes and hair, and that is it. And that is the Huevember Color Challenge, day 22 with Theo. We did a true blue today. I lied yesterday when I said we were going into purple. I forgot we had one more blue to do, which means tomorrow we're going to be going back into the bluish purple. And if you do want to see that video right now, you can find it on my Patreon under the Video Star tier, along with tons of other early access and exclusive content there. Other than that, if you would like to follow me on my art journey, you can find me on TikTok and Instagram. I'm posting every day for the month of November. And make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can find your way back here for tomorrow's video. Bye!